This is Starry Ari's ASMR. I am Ari, and today we are set up at my little dining table because I have a few gifts to wrap. So, one of my good friends, her daughter has a birthday coming up, and I got her a few presents. So I would like to wrap these, and I got this really cute rainbow wrapping paper. It has these little rainbows and little clouds and some sunshine. I thought this was really cute, and then it's kind of on this almost like metallic-y blue background. And then, because we will be traveling in the car for a while, they live a bit away from us, and so we're gonna swing by and see them when we are visiting some family. So I also, after I wrap these, I want to put them in a gift bag, and I have this very sparkly, really fun gift bag. And this way all of the gifts kind of stay together and the wrapping paper isn't getting punctured or ruined. And I want to wrap them just for fun. I could just put them in this gift bag, but I think that she would enjoy having them each wrapped individually. So I have that, and then I have this nice pink tissue paper that I'm going to put in the top of the gift bag after we have placed these in it. And it's just this really nice crinkly light pink, and I think that it goes really well with kind of it's like a purple gray color of the bag. So I think that'll look really cute. Okay, I also have some tape over here and a pair of scissors to help us cut the wrapping paper. So let me show you the gifts that I got for her. The first one is this Disney princess doll, and it is Belle. Now she went as Belle for Halloween this year, so she likes quite a few Disney princesses, but I think that she's in a Belle phase right now, so I got her this one. And along with the Belle doll, I also got her some Belle accessories. And this is a little tea cart set, and it has some of the characters. So here you can see the doll with the little tea cart, and there's the teapot and the little teacup. I think the little teacup is called Chip, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't remember. maybe it's just Mrs. Pot. I don't remember exactly what she's called. So I thought this would be fun for her to have as kind of a go along with the Belle doll. And then I also wanted to get kind of something for her to be creative with. So I got her this jewelry making kit. So it says on the go friendship jewelry. 500 plus jewelry making accessories. So it comes with this nice storage case, and you can see some of the beads in their little compartments over here, as well as some of the string to make the bracelets with. And it comes with this nice kind of bracelet making tool. So this kind of helps. You can put the end of a bracelet in it, and then it helps hold it down while you braid or put the beads on the strings. So I think that she might enjoy this, especially she is in school now, so she has some friends at school that she plays with. So I think that this might be a good fun thing for her to do and be a little creative with it. These are the things that I need to wrap today. So I think that I'm going to start with kind of the easiest thing here, because it's just a nice little box shape. So I'm going to move these two out of the way. So the first thing I need to do is open up this roll of wrapping paper. So I'm going to take my scissors and just make a little cut in the plastic. Now I'm just going to slide this down off of the tube. I'm going to set this off to the side to throw away later. And this here is our wrapping paper. So this wrapping paper, it looks like it doesn't have a grid on the back. That's okay. I do prefer to get the wrapping paper that has like the lines to kind of help guide you when you're cutting, because for some reason, for the life of me, I cannot cut straight. But that's okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is roll out some of this paper. And then I'm going to take the gift, and I usually like to measure it like this. I like to set it on its side. I know that that amount will cover the side and the face. and that will cover the other side and the back. And then I just scooch it over a little bit just to give me a little extra to work with. And then I know that this will fit, like this amount, this width will at least fit on the edges of the gift. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make just a little cut right down here. And then I'm going to make another little cut right here at the top. Okay. So I'm going to take the gift off. And then now I have kind of my guidelines, so I know where I need to cut on the bottom, and I know where I need to cut on the top. So now I'm just going to do kind of a rough cut. Again, I don't cut straight. So what I'm going to do is just slice upwards this way, and then once I have that done, I'm going to take it and slice this way. That looks like right around where this is going to meet. I think it's a little bit further, which is okay. So I'm going to turn this to the side now. And then this way I can cut up this way. I'm going to set this just off to the side so that I can kind of clear the space. And now we have our nice sheet of paper ready for our gift. So I'm just kind of lining it up, making sure that it's somewhat right in the middle. And then I know some people prefer to flip their gift and have it face down. I don't really, it doesn't really matter to me too much. So I'm going to take this first corner, or this first edge, fold it over right at the top, and just really kind of press and make a really nice straight edge. And then you can do a bit of tape right here on the gift. Maybe that's why people like to have the gift flipped over. I don't do that. I'm not a professional gift wrapper. I just kind of do what my heart tells me to do. Usually I'm able to just kind of pull the other side up and get it tight enough for me to be pretty happy just to grab a piece of tape. And put that right there, just to get that nice and secure. So now I'm going to fold in these bottom edges. So what I like to edges. And just kind of folded it right in. And I can take this, and I usually like to fold the bottom part down just a tiny bit to cover the white. And I can fold it right up to the edge and grab another piece of tape. And there we go. So now the bottom is folded up. It's not the prettiest, that's okay. I think that she's not really going to mind. So now I flipped it over and I'm going to do just that same process on the bottom of this one here. Okay. And now we have a wrapped gift that is relatively square. So that is our first gift done. I'm going to set this just up here at the top. And let's go ahead and grab our wrapping paper again. Okay, so I do have this little extra side bit that I think is going to be a little too small for our other gifts, so I am going to have to use this further up here. There we go, so I've kind of rolled out some more wrapping paper, and here is the next gift that we need to wrap. And it does have this little hook for hanging at the store that I am just going to fold back down so that it's not sticking out and makes it harder for us to wrap this. And these boxes do have some kind of like beveled edges, so they're not perfect rectangles. So we're just going to do our best. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of that same process. I'm going to line it up here at the edge. And I think that that's about a good space for the bottom and the top. And then I'm going to just flip it. Actually, I'll start with the edge like this, face down, that's the other edge, and the back. And then I'm going to scooch it over a teeny bit more just to give me a little bit of leeway. Trying not to hit the stand that the camera is on. So we now have our nice square for our gift. So I'm going to do roughly the same process. I'm going to make sure that the gift is kind of right in the middle. It feels like it fits pretty well there. And I'm going to fold over these halves of the wrapping paper. Now I'm going to do this bottom part. I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to do that same thing for this other side. Okay, so now I have this one. This one's a little bit more rough around the edges than the other one, but that's okay. I'll set this one over here. And now we have one more gift to wrap. We have this one here. Now I'm going to see if I can just kind of cut this straight down this way and then cut this little extra bit off and just use this amount of wrapping paper instead of having to cut more into the roll. So we're going to start with an edge here. And that does seem like it'll be enough. That's great. So I'm going to move this off to the side. And then I'm just going to cut straight up and get to the edge here. I do have a little bit of a cut right here in the middle. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to cut straight up from this line. Okay. And now we have just this little extra bit of wrapping paper that I'm sure I will be able to find a use for another time. So I'm going to just kind of lay that over the top of this roll and then set this off to the side. So this also has that little plastic hook that I'm just going to fold right underneath to make it a little easier for us. Okay. So this looks like it's pretty much right in the middle. So I'm going to fold this one that has the tear. I'm going to fold that one first. And then fold this side right on top of it just to hide it a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to do this bottom side. Okay, now I'm going to flip it over and do the same on this side. Okay, we now have this third gift nicely wrapped. I say nicely very loosely. Okay, so I'm going to set this off to the side with the other present. And then I'm going to move our tape and our scissors off the table because we don't need them anymore. So let's go ahead and open up our gift bag. And now I know that everything will just kind of barely fit in this, but like I said, it's mostly just to make it easier to transport the gifts. And I have this nice tissue paper that we're going to put in the top, so I'm not too worried about things kind of sticking out. So the first thing I'm going to put in here is actually the larger gift. I'm going to put this just right here in the back. And then let's go ahead and put this one right in front. And just kind of off to the side. And then this one next. Just like that. So now our gifts are in the gift bag. you can see that they are sticking up a little bit. So I'm going to take one sheet of this tissue paper to start with. And I'm going to start by just draping this over the gifts. And that just hides the wrapping paper a little bit. So I'm going to take another sheet, and then I'm going to kind of crumple it so that I can kind of tuck it out, and it just kind of nicely floofs out of the bag. So I like to do that by folding all of the corners into one point. So I'm going to first fold it in half, and then bring this other corner right up to the top like that. And then I have this other corner that I'm going to bring right up to the top. And then now we get this kind of nice fluffed out bit of paper. And I'm just kind of tucking that right into the bag. And kind of fluffing it out. I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm just going to tuck it right in the bag. And then I like to just kind of fluff it right over the top. And there we go. Now our gifts are nicely wrapped and in our gift bag. Now this probably would look a little bit nicer if I had a bag the appropriate size of the gifts, but I don't. This is kind of what I had on hand. I thought it'd be nice to just reuse it. And I think that, she's young enough. I don't think she's gonna judge me for how I wrapped her present. So this is now ready for us to travel, and I can just kind of grab the bag and have it nicely in our car, and the gifts aren't going to be kind of ruined on our travels. Thank you